Alright, yes, I do it my way. Yes, my name is Maurice, the Crochet Master, and welcome. Yes, I'm very excited, and today we are going to be looking at something that is very good. Yes, I've taken long without uploading a video of the short brush piece. And this time around, I would like us join me, please, so that we can do this together. But before we go further, please, I would like you to click on that red button. Yes, and ring the bell so that you'll be watching my videos. Yes, that shows some good support. So, we're going to be seeing on how to do that short brush piece. And as always, the way we always do our cornrows, as you can see here, you just have to do it round like that, and you make sure at least you pack them very well. You know, sometimes there's when we do it in a bad way, when you find someone is overspacing these cornrows for the brush short piece, and when you do it and you find like as you're going to trim it, the piece they can get those humps, so it's always good to pack it that way. And then we're going to the next step where I have to apply this anti-itchy, and this one I have to apply it because I know my piece is going to last longer, so I don't want somebody my piece to be itchy to someone, so I have to first apply this anti-itchy. You know, sometimes it's always the scalp itches always just because sometimes there's the way we don't oil it and it becomes dry, and so when it becomes dry it will be easily it will be able to itch when the scalp is dry. So that's why we always advise at least you be oiling it sometimes. So now, as we're starting with our brush piece, I always try to tell you about this. And today, this time, I want you guys to just listen to what I'm trying to say, because I'm not. When it comes to this brush piece, there is no way I can teach you without listening to the words, because this is just something from your head and you're trying to trim it. So it's always good to listen to the words before doing it. So this time around, I'm going to try to do the U shape here, and this U shape here, I'm trying to my piece, I want it to slip down, you understand, because sometimes it's always look bad when you play it a piece and you find down here the endings where they're starting from, you find the pieces overstanding, and it looks awkward, of course. So now I just do it this way so that it can slip, it can be flat, you understand. So that same U is the same thing I bring here, try to measure. If I try to explain here, you be using only one layer, you understand. Try to listen to me very careful, because that's when you will learn how to do this. So I be using one layer here, and you don't use two, because we are still down and we always want this part to be flat. So when you're plating this brush piece, the way I can try to teach you is that try first put it in your head, first know something that you're going to cut, like what is the shape are you going to do. So if you learn the shape that you're going to do, it will be very easy for you when you're trying to apply this piece. So now for me, I'm going to do the brush, and now I want this side to be flat. It's just because that's how our head shape is. Our head shape always, you have when you look at somebody, when you have cut your hair, obviously the behind part here, like where I'm sewing here, is always flat, and maybe we always leave some hair on top, you understand, and then sides, and we cut the sides. So the same thing here that you have to do. So another part is when you're done doing that, the down part that I was sewing, you just have to make sure that the round that you're going to do is very like you make a round of the head. You see now it can show that it's going round very well than when I was still down. So you just have to make sure that you come from down, plating it without rolling it, all of it. So when you reach at that end, seeing that the cornrow that you're taking can roll and come back when it is on the same line, it's when you start rolling. So here you just roll up to the center. The center, this one, I wouldn't say that it's supposed to be here behind, because there are those people who would wish it to be on the sides. And still, for that one, it will also depend. If you want it on the side, how are you supposed to make sure that you change the head to plate it so that it can be on the sides? So those are the tricks that I always try to tell you that you should know. But before you know that, you just have to know that whenever you're sewing a short piece, make sure that you're rolling it in the same line. You understand? If you see that maybe the line, the way it is coming, it won't meet this one, or maybe you can jump the other so that it can be equal. You understand? But don't come from down when the head is not equal and you think you will do it very well. So those are the things that you're supposed to learn when you're sewing. And make sure, please, make sure this, I'll repeat once again, make sure you don't overpack the side, because we always overcut it. So it's not good to overpack it. What you should focus on to pack in front and pack behind, because behind, someone is going to lean behind, and when you lean behind, you don't want your piece to lose shape. You understand what I'm saying? So you just have to lean to pack behind and in front. Then the sides, we always overcut the sides. You understand? So now you don't need to pack the sides. You just have to pack the behind and the front. So now when we're done with our piece, the next step, we just have to make the lines. You understand? You just have to make the line. This is also another trick that you should follow. When you're done with that, we just have to make a line. And when you're making a line, of course, it's obvious, you just have to get it from the the corner of your forehead. You understand? Like here. So this is how we always, from the corner, start from the corner, you get the two corners, and then you start shape your piece that way by combing it, making it align up to the center. And the same thing I've done this way is the same thing I'm going to do the other side, so that I bring it to create my shape before I start cutting. So when I'm done doing that, I have to show you here. You see the other side and this side. Then you start doing the cutting. The cutting, I don't need to teach you a lot about that, because what I told you is that for you, you know what you want to cut, you know what you want to shape. So I don't want you to focus on me what I'm doing, because I know you also have a different shape that you also want to do. You understand? Me, my teacher, when he was teaching me, he wouldn't even he would just tell me, I'm going to trim it the way I want. You understand? So you just sit there and wait for that person to trim it up to when he is done, and then you find the shape is coming. So I don't want you to tell you that now do this, but when we are shaping it, that's the only way. You have to know it's from your head. Then you put a wrapper. This one I told you why I always put it, and most of you know, is that we just want to hold those stubborn hairs so that they can also sleep well. Those ones that can be disorganized and they don't want to sleep. So you put that and they can be flat. You can see here the way it is. And now you can see the side band is not well off. So when it's that way, that's when we bring our iron, and then we try to do it, we try to iron it. So the one that I've just applied, I've applied the pink lotion. For me, when I'm done removing the wrapper, I apply the the pink lotion before I do this iron, and then I start doing the iron. You understand? So, but when you're applying the pink lotion, don't put too much. Yes, please, like don't put too much. It's always have to be very little. You understand? And it's the same thing as just spraying. You don't supposed to spray straight on your head. Just have to spray from far. That's why it will always look good. So, guys, this is what I had for you about the short pieces. Just know I love you so much, and may God bless you. This is Maurice, the crochet master, and just know, guys, I love you so much, and thank you for those ones who have wished me my birthday. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you so much. So this is our brush piece. What I can say about this piece is that it can be done in all head shapes. So someone with a round face can do it. Someone with a dog face can do it just because of its shape. It's a brush piece. You understand? Yes, because the thing that's always disturbing us is when someone has a round face or a dog face and now is scared of doing a piece. But this one, you can do it. Let me sign out, guys. Bye bye. I love you so much.